Shannon, how big a threat is Washington to the Cowboys?
I don't view them as a big threat. Skip, on the play before we saw that Hail Mary, I am shocked they did not call pass interference because the dude held him all the way down the field. They highlighted it, and he's got him by the jersey. How the back judge and the deep sideline judge, how he missed that, Skip, I'll never know. I'll never know. Skip, he's holding him. Skip, look at this. He's got it by the jersey, and the official's right there on it. Look at this. Skip, he's got his jersey. And the back judge is right there, and he misses it, Skip. So, for me, in order for the Washington football team to win this division, they're going to have to do something no team has done all year long, Skip. They're going to need to win out. So, in other words, they're going to need to win the last 9 games because they're going to need to, in order to have any chance, they're going to have to sweep the Cowboys. That's what you're asking them to do. Sweep the Cowboys.
Simple as that.
Yeah. It's simple.
If they do, it's tied.
So let me get this straight. No team in the NFL this year has had a win streak of 9 games. The Washington football team is going to put together that type of win streak and win the NFC East. I'm not betting nothing.
Well, they might not have to win all of them, but they've just got 2 head-to-heads.
Well,
if they win those, you give Dallas no shot against Arizona, right?
No, they ain't winning against Arizona.
Okay, so then there's one down for Washington where they don't have to keep pace.
But they got 3 games. They got 3 division road games. What's the likelihood of a team winning 3 division road games? The Washington football team. I don't see that happening. Skip, look, hypothetically, anything can happen. But I'm not seeing a team that's capable of winning 9 games or winning 7 of their last 9 games and having Dallas lose 4 of their last 5 games, and they overtake the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have done something very good. They got off to this fast start. So now they control their own destiny. They don't have to say, well, if we do this and somebody else does that to that team, we can win the division. The Cowboys says, look, all we got to do is just do what we do. If we win 3 games, it's over. They can't catch us.
Okay.
As simple as that.
So do I hear you are conceding the NFC East?
I'm not conceding it, Skip, but the probability. I'm going to say the probability of the Washington football team winning the division. The Cowboys winning the division now, I'm willing to go to 98.5%.
Really?
I was at 96 last week. So I'm up 2%. I'm up 98.5.
Why don't you go to 98.6?
Okay,
right? Isn't that supposed to be
you
the
ride it? Okay, you want to ride it up?
Yep.
Okay, I go to 90. Okay, you know what, Skip? I'm going to go to 99%.
Oh, you're going to 99%.
99.
Okay, 99%. Well, the Football Power Index gives the Cowboys a 90% chance of winning the division and making the playoffs, obviously, because if you win the division, you get a home playoff.
You get a home playoff game.
Okay. I am here to say that the NFC East should have been over last night. It was over, and it was done, and it ripped me apart once again to see what happened to the team that humiliated us on Thanksgiving at home, that it happened to that team on its home field yesterday against Washington. Because before the play in question that you brought up, there was another throw by little Tyler Taylor Heineke in which he throws the game away. And Trevon Moehrig, the rookie from TCU, second-round pick, has the game in his hands and missed it because I think he'd still be running with that football.
Yeah.
Right? So this is a game overplay with 59 seconds left in the game. It's just over. And it's a pretty easy catch because he throws softballs. He doesn't have much of an arm, so it's possible he threw it so soft that Trevon Moehrig just misjudged it. He misplayed a little bit.
He had pick six. He had pick six on his mind.
It's like the easiest pick six you could ever have, right?
Yep.
It's like he is the primary on the throw, and I was just dumbfounded. And before I could get over that one, to your point, all of a sudden, here comes the Raiders, and Derek Carr rolls all the way to his right on the play in question that you already showed. And how Bobby McCain gets away with the most outrageous pass interference uncalled, I think certainly I've seen all year this year, but you're just grabbing and you're holding and you're impeding his progress. Yes. Because if you let him run through the play without a tug, I just think he's going to catch it.
The official's right there on top of it. Look at the official.
How can you not see that? Are you just looking up at where the ball's going to land? Do you not see it? And again, you remember what happened to us against the Raiders on Thanksgiving with Anthony Brown. He's just running back, and he didn't turn and look for the football, and we lost the game over that one call.
Right.
And so you can't do turnabout as fair play because that's a game over play. If you throw that flag, I'm pretty sure the Raiders are going to win that game.
Even though
that's 20 seconds.
Skip,
left.
I know what they're going to say. They're going to say he was looking back for the ball. Yeah, but while he's looking back, he's tugging the guy's jersey with the right hand, looking back over his left shoulder. I don't care how much you look back. You still can't hold the receiver. Just because you look back. You can make a play on the ball. Holding a receiver with one hand, looking back over your left shoulder is not making a play on the ball.
I agree. And I trust Zay Jones, son of Robert Jones, once a Dallas Cowboy middle linebacker that I covered back in the day. I trust him to catch that because, remember, he caught the walk-off against Baltimore. Remember that on the Monday night game? And
Skip, you don't need him to catch it. You just need the official to throw the flag for holding.
But I'm saying, if you let him run free, let him run unimpeded, I just think he's going to catch it, and the game's going to be over that way.
Okay.
Maybe you tackle him at the 2, I don't know, but they're still going to win the game, right? So those 2 plays cost the Dallas Cowboys, I think, the NFC East to close the deal
it would have been over
with 5 games to go, right?
Yeah, it would have been over.
Okay, I'm here to tell you that once it sank in what had happened, I got real comfortable with it because when I have least loved my team is when it looks like they have an insurmountable lead in the East and they lay a big egg, such as against your Denver Broncos at home, out of nowhere. It's 30-0 early in the fourth quarter because our lead in the East looked prohibitive.
Yeah.
And they came out like, we got this, and see the star on the side of our helmets? We're just going to roll our helmets out to the middle of the field onto the logo, and you should roll over and play dead for us. And Denver did not play dead, the same team that we saw Kansas City basically defensively just annihilate last night, right? We saw Teddy Bridgewater look like Teddy Bridgewater, but he looked like Dan Marino against us, right?
Yeah, he did.
He did, okay? And when you least expect it, you get a game at Kansas City out of my team because they think they have a prohibitive lead where they just don't come out ready to play football.
Right.
And they lose 19-9, even though the defense hung in all game. My offense had the ball 12 times and scored 3 field goals. Well, that's in large part because you are unmotivated. You don't think that you have to win this game. Kansas City at that point felt like it had to win that game to get back into the race in its division, right?
Right.
So I like the fact that at least there's some new pressure. At least now Mike McCarthy, who is the lamest motivator in the history of motivation, at least
he's back for you guys this week, right?
I think so. Unfortunately, maybe you should let Dan Quinn run the meetings, right? You should let him address the team.
Let him address the team, get them fired up.
But the point is, all you have to say is Washington has won 4 straight games. And their little quarterback is doing nothing but making plays.
He finds a way, Skip.
He's like the new Fitzmagic. And he looks just like Fitzmagic because he's about the same size, and he can sort of run around a little bit, make a couple plays with his legs, and he can do Houdini escapes. When you think you have him down, he just somehow slithers out from under. And it's like he's greased lightning, where you're just slipping off him and slipping off him. And he can make a play running the ball down the field, or he can just run around until somebody gets open. And he has a sense, a knack for finding open receivers that just shock me, because if you give him enough time to run around, run circles around your pass rushers, he'll find somebody open. And they have weapons, though I will say, they just lost a huge one. Logan Thomas had the first touchdown catch yesterday, and it sounds like he tore his ACL. That's what all the projections were. It sounds like ACL. So he's almost certainly gone for next Sunday at Washington.
Yeah, but Skip, you know what? Let's give Washington credit. They're beating bad football teams. They beat Carolina, they beat Seattle, they beat the Raiders. I don't think any of these teams are going to make the playoffs. It's still, we got 5 games to go. Somebody can get on the hot streak, but I don't see Carolina, Seattle, or the Raiders winning, going to the playoffs. Washington, and that's what you have to do. If you want to get yourself back into a division or playoff contention, you have to beat bad teams. You can't look back and say, damn, man, if we should have beat we should have beat Carolina. We should have beat this team. Right now, they don't have to say that. They won 4 in a row. They got 5 games to go. You're asking an awful lot of a team that I think is average to go on a hot streak and win. Skip, you can't be average and win 9 games.
Okay, but they just beat the GOAT. at home.
Yeah.
Then they beat Cam in his fairy tale return to Carolina, right?
Well, they beat that was in Carolina. They beat him in Carolina. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
his return
okay.
home.
My bad. Yep.
And then Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Who had a big game yesterday, but
Right.
they made him look pretty ordinary in their big win, right? Mm-hmm. And then they went to the team that had beaten us on Thanksgiving and beat them at their place by hook or crook, but they beat them. So they feel real good about themselves. And somehow without Chase Young, another big loss for them on the defensive side, they've all sort of rallied where they're playing more as a unit instead of waiting for him to make one play.
Well, they got to bring more pressure now because they just can't say, okay, and the Sweat was out also yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
And so now Young and Sweat is out, so now you got to bring more pressure from the second level. The thing that I got a problem with is the fact that the Cowboys are worried about the football team. That should have you concerned. Let that sink in for just a second. You worried about that team. Like you said, little Tyler Heineke.
Uh-huh.
You're worried about him. You, Cowboys.
Am I? Well,
that's what you just said?
Well, what do the last 4 games tell you should be? You should be worried about them.
You shouldn't be worried about them. You should be worried about your stinking team.
Okay.
That keeps stinking it up every chance they get.
Just went and stunk to a victory at New Orleans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, so that was you. So you admitting they were stinking?
Well, that was take care of business, and they took care of it.
It's about time.
And you saw flashes of firepower.
And I saw flashes against the Broncos. What I didn't see, I saw flashes against Kansas City. What I didn't see, didn't see those same flashes against on Thanksgiving.
Okay. Well, we'll see if little Tyler can get away from Micah Parsons. You think he can? Because I don't think he can.
You feeling real? Okay. Now look at you now. Got your chest out again.
Because DeMarcus Lawrence came back and looked a lot like DeMarcus Lawrence after missing all those games. He looked like he was in game shape and in high gear.
Okay.
Randy Gregory will be back next Sunday at Washington. Neville Gallimore, who is the most disruptive interior pass rusher that we had, will be back this coming Sunday at Washington.
Look at you now.
Well, I'm just saying.
You banging the table again, huh? Against that head healed
my
up.
defense is looking full strength. And what has saved us all year long? My defense has played really well. From opening game at GOAT, my defense has shocked me every game.
Hold on. Just a second. Time out. Why are you talking about the defense? You got a team that got Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, 2 Hall of Fame offensive linemen, and you ain't mentioned them yet.
Yeah, because my quarterback has been way up and way flat, and I don't know why, but I trust my defense now more than I trust my offense.
What?
I believe my defense is the biggest reason that, would you believe, the consensus point spread on this game on the gambling sites? -5. Dallas -5. Dallas is a 5-point favorite against their arch rival on the road, who has won 4 straight.
Should be a 10-point favorite.
It should not.
Should.
Well, I always try to guess. I thought we might be a 1-point favorite. We're a 5-point consensus favorite.
No.
5?
Hold on. You just named that how your defense has been playing. You got probably you probably had a guy in contention until T.J. Watt did what he did yesterday. So now T.J. Watt pole vaulted to the front of the Defensive Player of the Year line, Skip.
Well, he might, because he's leading the whole league in sacks. I'll give you that.
And 2 forced fumbles. So with that being said, Skip, but your offense, you got all that firepower in this whole conversation. You didn't mention them once. That's the first time. We just talked about this up. This was 13 minutes, 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. And you ain't mentioned your offense with a $75 million quarterback, a $15 million running back, a $13 million guard, a $14 million tackle.
I got a washed running back who's getting way too many carries. And I got an offensive line that is overrated at this point because it is aging. You know it, and I know it. I have not seen them dominate or even win consistently the line of scrimmage.
No, they're better pass
I'm not
protectors
sure
than
about
runners.
that. Yet, what has my team actually done quietly the best? Played best on the road. And now we've got the 3 division road games left. So think about what we've done. We went to the GOAT opening Thursday night. It took the GOAT the last minute and 24 to walk us off with the field goal. Am I right?
Yeah.
That was highly impressive, and I called it a moral victory, and I stand by that. And then we go to the Chargers. You saw what the Chargers did at Cincinnati yesterday?
I did.
They are capable. We went and beat them in their own place at SoFi, right?
Yeah.
And then we go to New England. You've seen what New England's done since this game.
Yeah.
Since we left with the walk-off overtime throw from Dak to CeeDee Lamb. What's happened? Well, we won that game at New England. We won at Minnesota without our starting quarterback because the defense held Kirk Cousins to 1 of 13 on third down.
You did do that.
How good is that? And then How good is it that our defense held Mahomes to 19 points at Kansas City? I'll take that and run with it any day or night. And all that firepower, you said, why aren't you talking about it? Because we had 3 field goals on 12 tries. That's all.
And you had 0 points in the fourth quarter against Denver.
Okay, well, I got that. But even at New Orleans, we did go win a game on the road at New Orleans. I just gave you all of our road work. We've done great road work very quietly.
You proud of yourself?
So why not go to Washington and hallmark it? Jerry said we need a hallmark. That would be a hallmark against a team that's as hot as any team in pro football right now.
You proud?
Hallmark.
Proud of your team that beat a guy with that was a marginal quarterback to begin with a busted up middle finger.
Yeah. Who's that? Oh, the one in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Taylor.
No, ain't nothing wrong with Taylor.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with Taylor.
Well,
TH got something for y'all.
Okay, well, he almost beat the GOAT in a playoff game, just lit them up, and that was when the Bucs defense we thought was taken off, but it hadn't taken off yet.
He got something for you on Sunday.
Okay, well, we'll see about that.
Well, we definitely will see. Think we're going to get some dew on this one.
On which game?
On the Cowboys-Washington football team game.
Okay, I'll take it straight up right now.
No, you're not going to take it straight up. You're going to give me what the line is.
I'm not going to give you
yes, you are.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding.
This is as arch a rivalry as you will find in this league.
I don't care if it's archery.
I think it is the best rivalry in the football.
Ravens and Steelers.
No, sorry, it's not.
Steelers.
This goes way back.
Yeah, y'all got a longer history with Skip.
Way back. I know this one. Yeah. I know it inside and out, and it is a blood rivalry. Blood.
You know what the Steelers-Ravens are.
Be it's newer.
Yeah,
I give you that.
You know these games. You ain't winning. You ain't blowing. You're not blowing either side. No matter how bad the other team is, you're not blowing nobody out of that.
But you know what, Skip? I'm not going to give you any points.
Yeah, you're going to have to. You have to. Yeah.
Well, have some guts.
No.
Have the courage of your conviction.
You know what you did?
I went completely out on a limb and said Dallas is going to go win this game.
No. Hold on. Why must I give you? You wouldn't give me no points against Alabama and Georgia. You made me think
we bet on
Yes,
that.
we did. We had a case.
I thought we decided
No, we
not
took a
to.
case.
Well, you did it in your mind.
No,
You make me
take. I got to take that.
The only way you beat me is on revisionist history.
No.
When I say no, I'm not going to do that.
You're like, oh, Alabama gonna score 24 points on that defense? Nah, they gonna score 41. Coach Saban made me out to be a liar.
You were the one who told me right across the table. You said Georgia's defense is overrated, and it was times 10 overrated.
I told you the offense was average too, though.
Okay, well, the offense put up a lot of yards on Alabama.
I know you're happy about Bama, Shannon.
No points, though.
I know you are. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.